Okay, we just finished the session and we're gonna download the session. So we've got all of our units in the boxes. You're gonna notice that some are on, the ones that are still flashing are on, the ones here that are just a solid red, those are turned off. I got two options here. One, I can turn it off manually by pushing and holding. Okay, and then putting it back in here, or when I go download, the computer will automatically turn these off. So two options. I typically like to have them off, just think it may be connecting a little bit better. All right, the second thing I'm going to do before I'm going to push the trigger is I'm going to look at the second light down. So each unit has three lights: the top light, the middle light, and the bottom light. I'm going to look at the second light and see if it's connected. If it's flashing, that means that it is actively connected to USB in the computer. Here's an example of one that's not. Now this one's on, but this one is not connected. So once I turn this off, I'm gonna make sure that this connects. And it will take a second, but more than likely it's gonna start popping. Now it's connected. If for some reason one was not connected, that just means that there's not a USB connection, and I would just move ports. Maybe I could set this one back to this one, or I would just find one that it would work, but I would make that adjustment accordingly. Okay, so these units that are still on, you're gonna see that they're gonna turn off when I hit download. When I go to console, okay, on the open field console, I'm gonna go to the green box, which is data transfer, and I'm just gonna hit data transfer. Now this is gonna pop up, and it's gonna tell me a lot of information, okay? You see it is now actively turned these off, the system, none of them are on, and it's registering. And I have 21 units in this box here, so I'm gonna make sure here in just a second that this unit, this connected devices number, goes up to 21. So I'm just gonna kind of keep checking everything. All my second lights are connected, so I feel comfortable about that. I'll look back, and now I have 21 units connected. So for here, I'm gonna come back down here. I just sort by date by clicking, and then the most current activity's up, and then I'm downloading. Everything's good to go. Doesn't look like anything's going on here. This session right here was when I just turned one on a second ago, so it was just 3 seconds long. It'll actually not even download. If something like that's really short, it doesn't even download at all. It just recognizes it as either an error or you just tested it out. But at this point now, after I have everything downloaded, I have all my units connected, I'm gonna go up here to the top at the end of the day, and I'm gonna push full sync. There's two options for sync. There's fast sync and there's full sync. At the end of each day, we're gonna hit full sync to grab all packets of data. If I was just actively working, maybe I was switching ID numbers on units, I'm gonna go fast sync, but because it's at the end of the day and we're uploading like a true activity, I'm gonna hit full sync, and then it's gonna come to this right here. Then at the end of the download, it will sync it right to the cloud. That is downloading a session.